Hi everyone, today we're on farm in the beautiful Waikato, catching up with Fabian to hear all about his Nevada slurry tanker and how it's transformed his operation. Let's get into it. Hey, so thanks for taking the time, Fabian. Tell us about your farm.
We're in the Waikato in Otorohanga, in the Otewa area. We're about 222 hectares. We milk in a 36-bale rotary cowshed, 480 cows split calving, so we calve twice a year. As far as staff's concerned, it's just my wife and I and our kids. We have a 20 million litre pond with a weeping wall system and a tank. Contours flat to rolling steep, I suppose you'd call some of the backcountry. We're a system 3 to 4. We feed maize silage, grass silage and DDG all year round, and Lucerne that we grow on farm. My wife milks all the cows now. She does all the AIing, spring and autumn. She's extremely exhausted right now, so I'm in front of the camera doing the whole thing. Before Nevada, we had an old truck pump and an electric pump that ran to stationary cannons or a travelling cannon that we purchased. The cannons were just really hard work, slow and time consuming as far as putting effluent out. It was an absolute nightmare as far as weather was concerned, trying to get it out in time. You're always getting covered in effluent whenever you're touching those things. Some of the other challenges we were having was trying to establish some lucerne with the cannons, and spray drift just was floating straight into the neighbour's house, and I got that phone call and they said, "Can you turn it off? It just stinks." So I gave them $100 and told them to go out for dinner. We then were at the stage where we had to change the whole system because it was just not big enough for what we were doing and compliance changes and things like that. So we put in a huge lined pond, and we needed a way of getting it out because I hadn't done anything for 2 years. Coming up Christmas, so I figured I'd get myself a Christmas present. Told the wife I wanted a bloody Nevada tanker. Just behind me here we have the Nevada 12,800 litre tanker. It is filled via the concrete tank behind me, and the concrete tank's filled from a 20 million line pond at the top of the hill. It's gravitated down to the weeping wall, where all the nutrients is also taken out from that back into the tank, and we go spreading with that. I'm just going to head out today and get a bit of slurry on since it's such a beautiful Waikato day, and slurry means I'm going to grow some grass and make some money. That's great. I've owned the Nevada tanker for 5 years now. It's really low maintenance. I just grease it regularly. I change the oil in the gearbox once a year and make sure there's oil for the vacuum pump for the vanes. The best part about it is effluent doesn't touch the pump, so I don't have any problems. The rainwave is particularly good because it does a large droplet which doesn't atomise it like my cannons, so there's less smell. You can hardly tell. I'll drive right around my house, my tenant's house. I don't have any issue. I haven't had a complaint. Leaves a nice spread pattern that even other guys in the district have said it leaves a nicer spread pattern than their tankers. It's a great machine. We decided to go with Nevada because my father worked in a galvanising company in Australia years ago, and he said anything galvanised lasts. So this thing was a big shiny galvanised bullet really. So I thought, well, give it a go. Steering axle, what could go wrong? Auto arm, I don't have to get out of the tractor. I didn't want to get out, I just didn't want to touch effluent. I was sick of getting covered in effluent. The benefits of having a tanker is once we take our silage off, we can chase it with the Nevada tanker rather than chasing it with the artificial nitrogen. We actually don't put a lot of nitrogen on at all. This will be the nitrogen that will grow this paddock for the silage cut, so it will come through and it will be a good quality cut. We've really seen benefits with our maize crops, being able to take to all the maize paddocks now rather than just the close ones. So we harvest maize off a lot more of our farm rather than just the same paddocks all the time. We also cart the effluent all the way out the back, which is 2.2 k's. I can still get 3 loads an hour out, Whereas when I'm really close, within that 500 metre radius, which is what we used to have with the cannons, I can do 5 loads an hour, which is twice the amount we could get out with cannons. It's just really efficient. We had 4 years of drought in a row, some really hard summers, feeding constantly. So twice a day feeding. I was also feeding the paddocks with the Nevada tanker late at night. I would stay out there till 2, 3 o'clock in the morning just to get out of milking sometimes. And then the neighbours would comment, "Why is your farm so green?" It was green because I was out there with the Nevada tanker putting it on. Some might say I was crazy, but we recovered a lot faster as soon as we got 5 mil of rain or anything like that. Our grass jumped out of the ground. Since having the Nevada tanker, we've gone from 200,000 milk solids to 242 by accessing 70% more of the farm and growing more grass, more days in milk. I'd recommend Nevada slurry tankers to anyone. They're just so simple, easy to use, quick to just jump in, go. No setup, just put the arm down and go. You're away. It takes 3 minutes to load, 3 minutes to unload. The main time is travelling. All my country is very accessible with the tanker, even the rolling country. The rolling country doesn't even feel like rolling country with the tanker. I'm very comfortable taking the tanker everywhere that I can get. So the Nevada tanker was number 1 for me, yeah. Love it.
Well, there you go. That wraps up our visit here in Otorohanga. And thanks to Fabian for sharing his experience with the Nevada slurry tanker. See you next time.